What's up, guys? Welcome back to another week's review of Arrow Season 7. Yes! Okay, so as most of you probably already read the title of this video, that this will be a review of episodes 6 and 7, and because of that, the reason why is because, well, I've been kind of like falling behind a little bit on Arrow. I literally only just watched those episodes recently. I haven't recorded, and I just watched them recently, so I'm kind of behind a little bit. Next episode's coming out soon, so gotta get this done. So I figured, save time, review both episodes into one, so yeah. So I'm going to try and go quick so it doesn't become a long review and stuff, so yeah. So episode 6 was called Due Process. In this episode, they finally catch Diaz. They finally bring him to justice and stuff. And Team Arrow finally reunites in the same room for the first time in a while. So like Felicity and Laurel and big old Curtis and Argent and Renee and Dinah and stuff. So they all finally come back together after a long time. Laurel didn't really help out that much. She was mostly more focused on trying to help like appeal to Oliver's case, help him get out of jail and stuff. So she was off doing that while everyone else was helping to catch Diaz and stuff. And they had to stop him from using this missile to like destroy Star City. There was a missile that was kind of like going to go for the pipeline, destroy Star City, something like that. And they did manage to stop him along with some help from the new Green Arrow at the last second and stuff. And it was really cool. It was really nice seeing get them all working back together, again, teaming up. It was really cool seeing all the interaction and stuff. It was awesome and nice. And once they caught him, this makes a lot of people start to wonder that should they lift the vigilante outlaw rule right now, since clearly the Green Arrow helped catch like the biggest criminal in the city right now. He's been on the loose for like months now. So they're thinking about maybe we should lift this now, and which hopefully we'll start seeing everyone suit back up as their vigilante counterpart once again, which will be nice. The Oliver side of the story was basically kind of staring and stuff. Like Laurel talks to him a little bit about how like she's going to try and get him out of here. Oliver doesn't want her help at all. No one doesn't believe that she's going to help him because she's of course not there. Laurel. He does. His friend Stanley gets sent down to the hole for killing one of the guards and stuff. Which then, after Oliver talks with Stanley, Stanley tells him that it wasn't him. Oliver finds a blade that has Bronze Tiger's fingerprints on it, and they manage. He tells the guards, and they send him down to the hole instead, and he gets Stanley out of there and stuff. But then once Stanley comes back up to the main level, level 1, I'm sorry, and he tells Oliver, he basically kind of like slips up and says how thanks for finding Bronze Tiger's blade, or Ben Turner's blade, and free me and stuff. And Oliver starts wow, I can't talk. He starts suspecting something's off there because he hadn't even told Stanley yet that it was actually Bronze Tiger who killed the guard and stuff. So how does he know that? So he starts suspecting that possibly maybe he actually did do it and made him frame Bronze Tiger and stuff. So yeah, it would be kind of standard that part of the episode. And of course, we still have the future plot of the episode. Where now William and Roy, Dinah, and oh crap! Wait, give me a second. What's Renee's daughter's name? Now shit, Zoe was his daughter's name. So yeah, almost forgot that. But yeah, anyways, of course now they're still trying to figure out how this whole thing. Like, of course, Dinah told William last episode that Felicity is dead. And she told him now that someone murdered her, and she actually became the Calculator, which was her father's supervillain identity for a while before he turned good and stuff. So that's not. She had become the Calculator and sort of like this bad, evil person. Lately, it was kind of like underground, bad person, something like that. Basically, she kind of became like a little bit evil, I guess. I'm not really sure exactly what, but yeah. So now we're still trying to figure out who sent William to Lian-Yu to get Roy, and who sent them to come back to Star City and stuff, and who like told them to find this map and yada yada yada. They managed to find this secret bunker that Felicity had, and they find out that Felicity had these plans to level all Star City, which makes them kind of confused about what that can mean. Like, why would Felicity do something like that? So they're kind of confused here. And Roy and Donna also starts talking about how possibly can't exactly trust like William, and like they're basically, I'm not really sure what they're talking about, but basically Roy tells Dinah that he tells Dinah what was on that note he burned like several episodes ago. The note he found Oliver's bow. He said there was like a 4 on it, which means something. I don't know exactly what it means exactly, but they're not being kind of suspicious about. Donna starts suspecting, can we even trust William? And Roy's saying we can because it's Oliver's son, but she's saying how like that's the point. So I'm not really sure what's going on there. I was kind of confused by that. Maybe someone can explain it to me. I don't know, but who knows? I'll always have to find out if it's maybe explained later on or whatever. But this was a good episode, I would say. It's pretty kind of like standard, cut in the middle, stuff like that. You know, the stuff in the future was pretty good. That was pretty nice. Hey, so stuff in the present day with like everyone catching Diaz was also very nice. There was some cool fight scenes happening and stuff. The Oliver part of the episode was kind of like not that interesting and stuff. It was kind of like, you know, just standard, really wasn't really that interesting and stuff. But yeah, of course they now captured Diaz, and they now hopefully set Oliver free, as Laurel tells Felicity that she made a deal with the FBI or the feds, whatever, and tells them that they're going to make a trade Diaz for Oliver, so they're going to set Oliver free as long as he helps plead for Diaz's case to go send him to jail and stuff. So yeah, we're going to have Oliver out soon. I'll give this episode, let's say, I'll give it a 8.2 on give. It wasn't really that, like, it was good, but like still, like, wouldn't say, maybe just like 8.1 actually, yeah, 8.21. Like, it was good, but still, I wouldn't say it was like that great. It was like, just like, mostly just the Oliver party episode was kind of like standard to me a little bit. Wasn't that interesting, honestly. But episode 7, the Slabside Redemption, that was honestly a really, really good, solid episode. Like, this was basically, this whole episode was that while Leo was being sent to jail, he actually had this planned out. He actually broke into jail and took it over, and basically everything goes wild, and he just wants to kill Oliver and stuff. He's taking hostages, the whole prison's going crazy. Like, it's basically just a whole episode. The whole focus of the episode is on the prison, Oliver trying to defeat Diaz. That's the whole focus. There's no other side plot. They're not doing any focus on outside the. There's no plot on the outside of the prison. There's no plot in the future. It's just fully on the inside of the prison, which I think actually really serves the episode well, because then we can really focus on this and really dive deep into it. And like I said, this is a really solid episode. Because, so, and basically in the episode, Ben Turner, aka the Blonde Sider, does actually assist, because Oliver does apologize to him and tells him that he made a mistake, and like sending him down to a hole and stuff, and he tells him that when he gets after, he will try and speak with maybe Lila and Argus to try and help get you out of here and stuff, because he feels like he can't be redeemed, and he actually has been a good person. Because of course in a prior episode on Ben Turner did say he actually did help out, like save Lila or Diggle in like at Argus a while back during like the Suicide Squad days. So he's saying that he can possibly redeem, he's going to try and get out of prison, yada yada yada. But of course, yeah, Diaz comes in and takes over the whole prison, and it becomes very destructive and stuff. Ben Oliver gets into fights with like Brick and Cody Rhodes. Then Ben Turner does escape his cell in the hole and does help out Oliver throughout the rest of the episode. And just, you know, honestly, this is a really solid episode. Like, of course, like I say, just generally just Oliver. The whole focuses on Slabside Prison, and then Oliver trying to fight his way for the entire the prison and trying to catch Diaz and stop him and once and for all. And like it's just a really good episode, really solid. Like, there's some really good fight scenes in this episode. Like, I also have to say, Arrow always does really well with their fight sequences. This episode really showed real great fight sequence work, because basically they had a lot of like one shot moving camera. Like a fight, like basically the one part of Oliver and Ben Turner are like they're in one level of the prison, and they're like they're on different kind of like floor sections of the area. Yeah, and there's just one. It's just one moving camera panning back and forth between the two of them, showing them just kick out and stuff. And it's really well done. And there's some really great fight sequences between and Oliver and Ricardo Diaz. Ben Turner gets some awesome fight sequences in there. It's just a really solid episode. There's some really great fight sequences happen. Like I said, a lot. And of course, like I said, a really great fight between Oliver and Diaz. It's such a satisfying fight between the two. Of course, Diaz is like juiced up on some kind of special drug that gives him like super strength and almost overpowers Oliver. But Oliver does manage to finally kick his ass and lock Diaz in a cell in the prison, and he does defeat him and those stuffs. And it was really satisfying to see that finally. It was also really cool seeing Bronze Tire kind of like redeem himself, helping out Oliver, and even helping some of the guards like escape and like save their lives and stuff. So it's really cool seeing him kind of like redeem himself. Like I said in a previous review, also Bronze Tire is not really a bad guy. He's kind of like a bad. He like he's a good guy, but like he does like he kills people for like good reasons though. So he's not really a full-on bad guy in the comics, and they're trying to show that too in the show. So, and hopefully he's still in the prison at the end of the episode, but hopefully in the next couple episodes, Oliver will talk with Lyle and Argus, try and help him get him out of jail. We might see him later on down the line in the back half of the season, which that would be really nice. We also learned that Stanley's actually, of course, although Oliver does confront Stanley, saying how he's not going to help appeal to his case when he gets out of prison, because like Stanley told Oliver that he was framed and put in here, but Oliver now knows better that he actually is just a freaking nutcase, a real psych nutcase. He thinks all the bad he did to get in here was not bad. He doesn't think he did anything wrong, so like he sees it now he's a real nutcase and shit. And Stanley does escape the prison at the end of the episode. He shanks Brick. I'm not sure Brick's dead. I think he's dead. I also think that Cody Rhodes is dead because he kind of gets like burned alive at one point in the episode. So I mean, maybe just 33 burns, but I don't know. It seemed like Brick and Cody Rhodes could be dead now. Well, so, but now Stanley's on the loose and could cause some mayhem and havoc in the next half of the season. And so, there's that. And so the episode ends with Oliver Ash now being released from the prison and seeing Felicity and Dale play for the first time in a while and stuff again to like hug Felicity and shit. So yeah, that was a really nice moment too, and the episode comes to end at that. If I'm being entirely honest, maybe I'm honestly gonna give this episode a solid, not 10 out of 10. I'm thinking about it like. I was considering giving it a 9, but honestly, I think I don't really have any problem with this episode, honestly. So 10 out of 10, I think this is definitely my favorite episode of the season so far. Like, this is a really good episode. The fight sequence, it's like the conflict, the writing and acting and stuff. Like, it was really cool. Everything was awesome. The action sequences, Oliver and Ben Turner's interaction, just the final fight between Oliver and Diaz, which I'm not sure if Diaz is being staying in prison for long because the longbow hunters are still out there, and Diaz's actor is a main regular on this season. Right now, he's now a main cast member. You know what I mean? He's now a series regular now on this season. So I'm not really sure if he might come back next half season because, like I said, the longbow are just still out there. But who knows, really? But yeah, this overall really good episode. Alright, I also forgot to mention in due process, Anatoly was also, like I said, he was in the last episode. He was in episode 5, and he's back in episode 6, and he helps out. Kind of like Felicity, they on the others, try and catch Diaz, which he does and stuff. So that was cool seeing Anatoly back and stuff. But now with the help of Felicity, he got a new passport and identity, and so he could like flee to somewhere else for safety and stuff. So stuff like that. So yeah, episode 6 was a 8.1 out of 10. Episode 10 is not episode 10. Episode 7 is a 10 out of 10. Episode 6 was a good episode. Still, like, it wasn't like that good, I don't think. And only just like one problem I have, like not really a problem, just like the Oliver part was kind of like really standard, not really that entertaining. But episode 7, I honestly had no problem. This was a really solid episode, and I can't wait to see what comes next. Oliver's now out of the prison. Can't wait to see him get back up to his Green Arrow activities. So yeah, these are both really great episodes, and I can't wait for the next episode. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more Arrow reviews coming your way soon. I'll catch you guys all later. Bye.